Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really digging into Azure Backup and Recovery. We know you want quick, solid insights, and honestly, this service looks like a serious safety net for your data. Our plan is to take a pretty dense overview and boil it down to the essentials, especially if you're starting out, helping you see how to protect those key workloads, apps, VMs, databases from, the usual suspects, hardware fails, human oops moments, or bigger disasters.
Yeah, it's pretty neat how Microsoft built this as a central cloud thing. It really moves us past needing physical tapes or complicated gear on site. And the flexibility is key. It works just as well for your Azure stuff as it does for your own servers back in the office.
That's a great point, the versatility. So, okay, what exactly can it protect? Like, what kind of data, and how is it different for me just, dragging a file onto a drive?
Right. So we're talking pretty comprehensive coverage. VMs, databases like SQL Server, SAP HANA, file shares, even specific applications. The real difference, though, is the recovery part. It's not just having a copy somewhere. It's knowing you can reliably get it back, same place, new place, and cutting down that downtime.
Okay, so we see the big picture. But what are the kind of the standout tools inside Azure Backup? What makes it more than just basic storage?
Well, for IT teams, it really comes down to less manual work and faster recovery, which, is huge for keeping the business running. Think about automated incremental backups. It means backups just happen on schedule. No one needs to press a button. And since it only grabs the changes, your backup time shrinks dramatically, maybe hours down to minutes. Less exposure for critical systems.
That shorter window sounds like a real game changer. Okay, what about keeping it safe? Security. Protection's only as good as its locks, right?
Absolutely. Security's baked in. Data is encrypted when it's stored and when it's moving. And there's this soft delete feature. It's not just for accidental clicks. It's crucial against ransomware that tries to delete your backups first. That's a big one. Then you've got policy-based management. So instead of setting up every single backup manually, you make rules, like daily backups for these VMs, keep for 30 days. Azure takes it from there.
Right. Makes sense. So how does this all actually, kick off? If I'm new to this, where do I start?
It all centers on what's called a Recovery Services Vault. Think of it like your main dashboard in Azure for backups. You create one of those vaults, and then you set up your backup policies inside it, what gets backed up, how often, how long you keep it.
And storage-wise, what about redundancy? Making sure the backups themselves are safe.
Good question. You've got solid options. There's LRS, locally redundant, which is cost-effective, multiple copies in one data center. Then GRS, geo-redundant for protection across regions. That's for major outages. Or ZRS, zone redundant, for high availability within a region. So you can really balance cost against how much resilience you actually need.
So, okay, disaster strikes or maybe just a mistake happens and you need to use those backups. What's the recovery actually look like? Is it like that undo button?
It really can be.
Ah.
You can restore data back where it was or somewhere else entirely. And the key is point-in-time recovery. You can literally pick a specific snapshot from, say, yesterday afternoon before things went wrong. Super useful for fixing accidental changes, corruption, or recovering after an attack.
And it seems like the recovery itself is flexible too. You're not stuck doing a massive restore every time.
Exactly. You can do granular restores, pull back just one file or one database table. Or sure, you can restore the whole system if you need to. And if you're using GRS, that geo-redundant storage, you can even restore to a different Azure region if your main one has a major problem.
Okay, pulling this all together, where does Azure Backup really prove its worth in the real world? Got any common examples?
Oh, yeah. It's perfect for protecting those critical VMs, running business apps, maybe your main website server. You need to have it back online fast after a crash. And databases, definitely. SQL Server, PostgreSQL, being able to quickly recover specific tables or the whole thing is often a lifesaver.
What about beyond VMs and databases? Anything else common?
For sure. File share backups are big, letting teams recover deleted or messed up files in Azure files quickly. And if you've got that hybrid setup, some stuff in Azure, some still on-prem, Azure Backup can cover both, giving you one place to manage protection across everything.
Right. So we've covered a lot of ground on this data safety net. If you had to boil it down, what are the absolute must-remember points for everyone listening?
I think fundamentally, Azure Backup and Recovery is a really user-friendly way to ensure business continuity. You've got those core things: automated incremental backups, solid security like encryption and soft delete, and that flexible policy management. It simplifies things. Remember, the Recovery Services Vault is your central hub. And you have storage choices, LRS, GRS, ZRS, for the right level of redundancy. And don't forget how vital those flexible recovery options are: granular, point in time. We saw the use cases: VMs, databases, file shares, cloud, hybrid. It covers a lot.
So what's the takeaway for you listening right now, especially if you're just starting? Well, you could actually try this out today. Go create a recovery services vault in the Azure portal, set up a simple daily backup for a test VM, maybe even practice restoring a single file. And now for that final thought to chew on. If you had a magic undo button for any data mishap in your own past, what's the one piece of data you'd bring back?